Ladies and gentlemen, the time has come. The patch notes are now live. We're going to be diving straight in, checking them all out. So if you enjoy, hit that like button for me. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. That would be lovely. Now let's check out what's coming in with this patch note. Is there any crazy changes? We'll find out. Let's have a look.
Attention citizens, nuclear strike imminent.
Alright guys, so here are the patch notes of this update. So of course it is March the 1st and here are the update highlights. So we've got aliens have landed, extraterrestrials are here, and they want siphon our brainwaves. I'm sure there should be a 2 in there. Want to siphon our brainwaves. Until March 15th, band together with other dwellers every hour on the hour to take on an out of this world new seasonal event. Season 8 also begins. Relive your glory days inside the comfy confines of the vault as you rank up and claim new weapon and armor paints, camp objects, a new ally, and many more. If you want to see my opinions and all that, check out my previous video. I just did one. Now, going on to the next bit, we've got earned score in Fallout Worlds, and then we've also got new custom world settings. So that's the highlights. I've already done a video covering them, but let's take a look at the kind of more in-depth details, see what's being changed, all the little nitty-gritty stuff. So be prepared, guys. Grab yourself a cuppa with your lovely D2D Dweller cup, you know, why not? Anyways, let's continue on. If you want to check them out, though, link below. Anyways, let's have a look. So the updates are going to be 10 gig on Bethesda.net, 17 on Microsoft Store, 11, 18, and 17. So if you're on PlayStation, Microsoft Store, or Xbox, unlucky. Never mind. So the new seasonal event, as you all know, it comes every hour on the hour. There's a bunch of new rewards came in with it as well. I haven't done a video showing off all of the new stuff that comes in with it yet, but I could do that. I might work on one of them over the next few days. It says here, when the event begins, work to destroy all the brainwave siphons, one after the other, before the aliens can complete their brainwave extraction process. There's just one problem. Each siphon is protected by a force field, which is controlled by a different alien commander. Kind of in a way, kind of like encrypted, kind of, has that kind of vibe to it. It says defeat alien forces to draw out the commander for each siphon. Take out the commander and force fields will drop, allowing you to enter your event, allowing you and your event mates to destroy the siphon. Sorry, I'm struggling reading this for some reason. It says, blah, 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 if you manage to demolish all the brainwave siphons in time, you'll receive some loot, XP, and have a chance to earn some plans to craft some new alien weaponry, the alien disintegrator and the Electro Enforcer. If you haven't seen them yet, Tonic did an awesome video on the alien disintegrator, and the electric enforcers are basically a baton. I don't know if Turtle's done a video on that yet. I'm not sure. I'm not a tester, guys. I'll leave that up to the other people. I just blabber on about the news and do some camp build stuff on the side. You know? Anyways, going straight in, there's a bunch of new high-tech camp objects as well, as you can see just there. Lots of cool stuff to look forward to, including like this asteroid that gives you radiation. Fantastic if you're a blooded build. It says here as well, keep your guard up because as long as the seasonal event is live, you may encounter extraterrestrial interlopers at select public event. That should be selected. The grammar in this thing is terrible. Either that or I'm terrible at grammar. I'm not sure. But it says including campfire tales, free range and line in the sand. So Campfire Tales is one that we know about so far. This is one that's going to have a little bit of a different ending to it. There's already 2 endings. This is adding a 3rd one that was meant to be coming in with the game release, but it didn't make much sense, so they've delayed it till now. Going further in, we've got the new Season 8, which comes with a new scoreboard, new rewards. There's lots of really awesome rewards. Like I said, I went over them in my previous video. There's a new chemistry workbench that looks awesome, new outfits that looks brilliant. There's one new power armor that looks brilliant as well. Lots of really cool stuff, so definitely worthwhile grinding your bottoms through this one. Anyways, going through rank purchasing improvements. So this is something that I don't know about. Let's have a look. It says, clicking over and over to purchase rank ups with atoms one at a time can be a drag. We've added a new option to the season scoreboard, which you can use to purchase as many rank ups as you'd like, all in one go. So that's ideal for those of you who do buy these. Me personally, I don't like the idea of buying them because once I've completed it, I'm kind of like, oh, well, I'm not really that bothered by logging in sometimes now, because it's just like, yeah, unless I just want to chill and do some events, I'm not really that bothered. But it's up to you guys. If you want to do that so you don't have the kind of the pressure of jumping on every day to do the dailies. Although you don't need to, you can miss days. I miss days all the time, and I still do it like a month before it's finished. So happy days, and there's lots and lots of double score bonus challenges coming up as well. There's also a fresh radio. So there's a new radio that came in called Pirate Radio to experience all the drama, intrigue, and suspense that comes with living in close quarters alongside other dwellers. Sponsored by Abraxo Chemical, our latest round of radio plays for Season 8 follows the lives and tales of vault dwellers as they struggle to get along. So quite a little interesting thing for you there if you want to get involved, listen to it and stuff. I don't know if I missed anything here. You will unlock new paints for your weapons, blah, 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 blah. New ally outfits, cosmetics. No, I didn't. That's okay. Okay, so the new Fallout Worlds improvements. Number 1, you can now earn score in Fallout Worlds. The main thing with this is it is literally anything and everything. So you can do it. The only thing it doesn't include is the repeatable one. So you can do all the others, whether it's leveling up, well, kill enemies, build stuff. You can do all of that, but you cannot do the repeatable. It's the only thing that they stopped. Going on to the next one, it's got new custom world settings to explore. So now you can adjust carry weight settings. You can do frequent confetti. So do you know how you've got the bloody mess one? Basically, instead of like if you don't like all the guts and gore, you can change it to confetti. You know, I'm doing all this just off memory. I'm not even reading it. Like this is just talent, guys, talent. Perk effects. Now this one I can't remember off the top of my head, so just ignore everything I just said. Choose whether. Oh yes, I do actually. Choose whether players can benefit from normal perk effects, legendary perk effects, both or neither using the settings. So if you're more of a PvP type of person, you want to get a bunch of friends together to shoot each other, you can turn off these legendary effects. So that way, like, legacies won't be able to be in effect. You can also turn off builds. So if your friend's got a better build than you, you can go, oh, unlucky, mate, I'm cancelling out your build, mate. Unlucky. Anyways, next one, we've got VATs, so you can turn off VATs now. Relax building restrictions. This one's really exciting. Basically, they're throwing in this new setting. So, do you know, you've got a wall here, you've got another wall. They kind of link together, so it's like a L shape. They always join under each other. Well, now you can change this. So now the wall goes through each other like this. So you can have like walls that just go through each other. You know, forget about giving us half walls that they wanted to give us, you know, God knows how long ago. And they said they would give us, as well as double walls to stop us from glitching and doing that, which we still haven't got. But, you know, hey ho, what can you do, eh? What can you do? Anyways, going through the next one, we've got that lovely stuff, and that's all in the placement mode. You like, do you know, you can change it from clipping and not clipping, all that stuff. Basically the same button, you can change it. Also, weather. If you enjoyed the darkened skies above the Mothman Equinox seasonal event, you can now bring it to your own custom world. Additionally, we've brought in some of the new settings to certain public worlds so that everyone can try them out. So Happy Builder, you can now adjust with the snapping toggle and allow them to intersect. Like I said, how the walls can go through each other. It also stops you from needing to kind of merge stuff because you can place stuff at whatever level you like. So ideal. High risk is going to be perk card effects, legendary perk card effects, and VATs has also been disabled on the high risk mode. A lot of fun, but I do still think it needs a couple of tweaks to make it more like the old survival mode. Going further on, additional changes and improvements. So you can actually build the pirate radio, tap your toes to Appalachia's newest radio station when you're relaxing at home with a buildable pirate radio that you can place in your camp. Open the build menu and navigate to the appliances section to find it. So I don't know what this thing actually looks like yet, but we shall find out, no doubt. We've also got the invisible backpacks, so the community has long requested the ability to hide their currently equipped backpacks from view. Some people complain it gets in the way of the outfits, make them not look as good as what they could. Don't worry, you'll still receive all the benefits from your backpack, but you do have the setting, which you can do show backpack toggle in the game setting menu. So game settings, just like when you turn on damage and stuff, it'll be down there. Invulnerable enemies. To help you more easily identify when creatures are invulnerable, we've added a new shield icon to better indicate that they won't take any damage. So what's not going to take... Is that like friendly enemies that you're not going to hurt? Kind of like the Brahmin at free range, maybe? I don't know. Minerva. We've added several holiday-themed item plans to Minerva's inventory that were previously only available in Nuclear Winter. Now, if you haven't seen that, I got my bloody Discord's going mad. Everyone talking about the patch notes. But I did ask everyone to ping me if it came on. In my previous Minerva video, I think I showed the entire list of all the stuff coming in. So if you want to check that out, guys, check out the previous Minerva video. I've got a full list of all the nuclear winter items in there that's coming into the game. Going over that, over budget camp limits. Now this is another big one. So if you've got an over budget camp, unlucky, you can't do anything anymore. So fast travel. On login, the owner will have one opportunity to travel to their over budget camp to reduce its budget. If they don't fast travel will behave as if the player is over encumbered. Well, if they don't, fast travel will behave if the player... What? Fast travel. On login, the owner will have one opportunity to travel to their over budget camp to reduce its budget. If they don't, fast travel will behave as if they... Alright, so if you don't fast travel to your camp that's over budget and fix it, the game's going to be like, right, well, unlucky, you can't run now. Never mind. Camp object placement, rearranging and storing, slot swapping, broadcasting on the map, furniture and activator interactions, including shelter entrances. So all these will be disabled if you don't sort out your over budget camp. So you won't be able to change to another camp, you won't be able to show your camp on a map, and you won't be able to do object placement, and you also won't be able to interact with anything. So it is one way to kind of fix that server lagginess. If you've seen a video of me doing like I did a video a while back where it was like a camp build that was like 800% over budget. It was insane, it was amazing, but it was extremely laggy. If you went anywhere near it, it got really laggy, messed up the server. Now they've put this in to stop that type of thing from happening. Stim pack adjustments, we reduced the weight of stim packs and diluted stim packs by 25% and also reduced their prices as well. Additionally, we've increased the number of stim packs and diluted stim packs that will appear in medical vending machines. Why not the bloody super stim packs? Them things weigh a ton, if you haven't realised. They weigh stupid amounts. Right, going on, here's some bug fixes. So, outfits and art. We've got players' ankles no longer stretch in odd ways while wearing the Hellcat Field Gear outfit. Firing a railway rifle now correctly causes it to emit steam visual effects from the barrel. I never realised it didn't. Although I've only really used one a couple of times, to be fair. I've never really bothered with them that much. Camps and workshops, here we go, exciting stuff. Appliances, popcorn from the popcorn machine now correctly reduces hunger and thirst gains by 25%. So that's good, you know, it's only been broken since it came out. Build, items in the build menu, new tab now remain visible after logging out and back in and after relaunching the game client. So it's alright if you've had a crash. Fix an issue that could prevent certain camp objects from appearing in the build menu's new tab. Okay. Scrapping and storing a camp object now correctly removes the grey highlighted around that object. There was a little bit of lag with that, I did notice, but it did kind of stay there. But good that that has been sorted, or so they say. Selected an object for placement and then switching to an empty tab in build mode now correctly removes the placement preview from the object. Slightly increased the crafting requirements for several camp items such as crops, which previously returned the same amount of crafting materials. That's true, I used to actually do that all the time. So if you did the daily quest where it was like plant 5 or 15, whichever one it was, crops at your camp or workshops, basically you just keep placing them, deleting them, placing them, deleting them, and it would work. So that sadly has been removed. You just have to go, you know, get yourself farming some stuff from where's the #1 spot? Bloody Foundation. Go to Foundation, you can pick up loads of stuff there and then go to your camp. Little sneaky trick for you there. Right, collectrons. Collectron plans purchased using gold bullion like the Nuka-Cola and Red Rocket collectrons now correctly grant access to the unique collect options in the collectron station terminal. There was a lot of issues with that Red Rocket one. It came out and then people said they couldn't use it and stuff. So happy that's been sorted. Adjusted the wire attach point for the Enclave turrets so that players can now correctly connect wires from one Enclave turret to another. We've got defenses. Enclave turrets now correctly play sound effects while powered. When scrapping or storing display cases and mannequins, a warning now appears stating that any items assigned to the display or mannequin will be unassigned. I don't know why it makes such a big thing, why that's such a thing, but I don't know. The pepper shaker is now properly aligned when assigned to wall-mounted displays. Happy days. Souvenir teddy bear variants now face the correct direction when assigned to a display. There's a load of stuff that does that. One of the souvenir steins goes the wrong way as well. The Fashion App Mask Display now has a build limit of 30, but can you place it on walls? I don't know if you noticed this when I did a review of it a while back. You could put it on like the top half of walls, but not the bottom half of walls. And I haven't tested it out since, but hopefully it is fixed. I'm not sure. Address an exploit that allowed players to duplicate certain crops. Everyone loves crops. Flag objects now have a build limit of 10. West Virginia's slot machine now has a build limit of 5. What was it before? Was it 6? I'm not sure. Modify. Fixed a visual issue that could cause incorrect error messages to appear when attempting to place a camp object using the Modify menu. Ceiling conduit junctions now correctly connect through Enclave flat roof pieces to electrical objects placed beneath. Okay. Remove the railing at the top of the Guild of Antiques stairs with posts, which could clip with other objects when built indoors. Alright. Structures. The Wildwood Den can now be sunk into the terrain more easily, and in cases where the terrain isn't perfectly flat, it will appear closer to the ground and more natural than before. Ideal. Walls. Upper level flooring pieces no longer clip into the Enclave walls. There's a lot of issues with these Enclave build sets. Right, challenges. We've got combat. Brotherhood Recon armor plans now correctly progress lifetime challenges that require the player to learn armor plans. Happy days. Weekly. The repeatable under rank 100 gain XP weekly challenge is now correctly available at rank 99. But why isn't it available above 99? God, it would be so much fun if you could just, like, once you hit level 100, just keep grinding and grinding. That would be lovely. Pass the Book is now removed from the list of sub-challenges for the complete different daily quests world challenge, okay? Dirty Fedora and Crumpled Fedora now count towards progress for the Possum Archaeologist world challenges to collect bones while wearing a fedora. Happy days. Elemental resistances adjusted the calculation for energy and elemental damage to be in line with physical damage calculation. As a result, energy and elemental damage have now been increased overall. Now this right here, guys, this is the big change. This is the change that's allowing energy weapons to be more powerful, because the calculation to work out the damage that it should be doing is now correct. Although, you know, it's only took them, what, 3 years? Well, I don't know how long this game's been out now. I've lost count. But it's finally been fixed, so happy days. Addressed an instance of enemy health rubber banding that could occur when a high rate of fire weapon under poor network conditions. Now, that just happens in general. You don't even need high rate of fire. Sometimes it just happens if you're lagging. So I think it's more of a lag issue than the game issue, possibly. But we'll have to wait and see. Floating damage numbers. Armor penetration is now correctly factored into floating damage numbers that appear when attacking enemies. Now, I didn't realize they weren't, but clearly there you go. Players can now use VATS to target and hit airborne grenades. Can we could do that before. I've got a video of me blowing up a grenade that a Blood Eagle threw at me, and I shot it and I killed myself. So, you know. Daily Ops bosses. Address an issue that could cause Daily Ops bosses to flee from the player. That happened a lot, especially the more minor one. Fusion cores for the Ultrasight Gatling laser now appear in the contextual ammo rewards granted after completing Daily Ops. This is a long list, guys. We're already at 18 minutes. Jesus Christ. Right, okay. Colossal Problem. Fix an issue that could cause the public event Colossal Problem to begin after nuking Cranberry Bog. Alright, so there's another big change right there, guys. This is the one where nuking... If you had... Do you know if you nuke the... what was it? You nuke Earl first, then you nuke the Queen, I believe it is. It would trigger Earl to start, even though you nuke the Queen. So that's also been stopped now. That's one of the big changes. So there you go. A satisfied conscience. Valdez and other NPCs no longer become stuck after taking cover at the end of the battle during this quest. Campfire Tales fixed an issue that prevented players from remaining hidden from enemies while sneaking during the event. Campfire Tales, Scout Leader Penny no longer plays placeholder voiceover for one of her lines during the boss fight. Free range players can now earn the correct rewards after completing free range. How has it been all this time? And that's a bug fix now. Also, why haven't they fixed free range? Do you know that area in... Oh my god, what is it? It's Around the centre of the map, the free range one that's there near top of the world and stuff, if you go around there and do free range, if you come out of a certain area, which is actually along the path of free range, it says you're exiting the event. Why isn't that fixed? Ultrasite ore that spawns during this event is now correctly mineable. That's in load bearing. One Violent Night updated the text for the optional objective Kill the Night Stalker barehanded to reflect that players can use explosives or thrown weapons. Tea Time fixed an issue that could cause Tea Time to continue running in the background, which prevented the next public event from starting. Fallout Worlds, we've got a load of stuff on there. Anyone care? I don't know. We'll skip that. If you want to check it out, you can check it out. No one plays it. Items aid, we've got certain buff timers like the Lunchbox XP buff will no longer become out of sync with the server. Okay. Corrected the description of toxic goo to clarify the actual amount of rad damage the player will take after consuming the item. Happy days. Contextual ammo system now drops 45 ammo and cannonballs in amounts that are more consistent with other ammo types. I'm interested to see what they've done with the 45 ammo. In fact, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, that's the pistol, not the fixer. I don't know. Never mind. Life-saving legendary armor now correctly consumes a stim pack when reviving the player. Addressed an exploit that allowed players to activate multiple aid items simultaneously. So, okay. Addressed an exploit that allowed players to repeatedly and rapidly stack aid item buffs. Does that mean the like Nuka-Cola one for PvP has been fixed? I hope so. I really do. The Covert Scout Armor Mask no longer prevents the Chameleon mutation from triggering. The Fireman and the Captain Cosmos helmets now correctly prevent negative effects from airborne hazards. Melee weapons attacking with automatic melee weapon like the chainsaw, drill, or ripper now correctly drains action points. Good, but does it stop from like causing PvP to kick off when you haven't even touched the person? Being melee attacked by another player while wearing burning, electrified, frozen, or toxic legendary power armor will no longer trigger PvP. Power armor removing a fusion car from power armor that is equipped to jetpack no longer causes that jetpack to appear to float near the player. This is mad long, guys. Power armor fix an issue. Alien Blaster now correctly deals damage to the enemy's limbs that it hits. Aiming down the sights with a weapon that has a scope attached no longer interrupts jetpack use. Gatling weapons no longer reset their wind-up times if the player attempts to fire immediately after stopping aiming down the sights. Guns that use cores as ammo like the Gatling Plasma or Laser can no longer spawn with the Quad Legendary attribute. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new legacy. There's another one. Bloody hell. Right, okay, so no more Quad Gatling Plasmas or Lasers. We've also got Alien Blaster rounds should now drop from all contextual ammo sources. Oh, happy days, so you can get them in daily ops and stuff now. Thrown explosives, players can now correctly throw grenades while sprinting. Mutations, Plague Walker mutation now correctly deals damage to enemies within its area of effect. That's good, you know, it's been there since the start. Allies Daphne and Maul's camp items can no longer become partially destroyed, which was inconsistent with other allies' camp items. Performance and stability, these are the random ones, aren't they? Fix an issue that could cause duplicate items to appear in the player's Pip-Boy and result in a client crash. Consuming aid items in rapid succession no longer causes the client to freeze. These are all just random things saying stuff's been fixed. We've got some perk cards here. Cap Collector, Looting Brahmin and Chickens no longer causes the fanfare for the Cap Collector perk card to appear. Automatic fire and critical hits now work properly in VATS when the Commando perk card is equipped. Daytime perk effects. Perk cards that activate between 6 AM and 6 PM now correctly work when the player is in an instanced location. Update the description of the friendly fire perk to clarify that it does not affect grenades. The Hellstorm missile launcher's napalm payload mod is now correctly affected by the friendly fire perk. Friendly fire. Turrets that are owned by NPCs can no longer be healed by the friendly fire perk card. That friendly fire is just causing issues everywhere. Fixed an issue that prevented Pain Train's effect from triggering correctly if the player had a weapon drawn in a relaxed state. Survival. Diseases now have fixed durations. They are no longer affected by the region they are contracted in. Additionally, fast traveling to different regions while affected by a disease no longer alters its duration. We've got a bunch of user interfaces as well. Fixed an issue that caused the game's controls to become unresponsive after dying at the very end of an event, which could prevent the player from respawning. I get that all the time and it's really annoying. Notifications, crafting item unlocked, notifications that appear after learning plans for various generators and the windmill now correctly include the names of those items. Fixed an issue that could prevent players from scrolling down in the Pip-Boy's Collections tab on the stat menu. The social menu now opens correctly after using the social menu hotkey from the game's main menu. And then we've got World here, which is Camden Park. The Mr. Fuzzy terminal now correctly dispenses rewards after turning in Mr. Fuzzy tokens. And address an exploit that enables players to repeatedly disarm pre-placed traps. Oh my god, that's a massive XP glitch basically. People would lag switch the game and then do that non-stop and get stupid amounts of XP. So I'm going to be doing a little highlight video of this in the next day or so, just to shout out the biggest changes, and that's it for the patch notes for today, guys. So if you've enjoyed, hit the like button. Hugo's here as well, so happy days. Anyways, thank you all for watching, guys. Hope you all have a great day and enjoy the update. I'll be back in an hour or so for the Atomic Shop update as soon as the servers are live. But for now, that's it from me. So thank you for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe, and if you're still watching at this point, bloody happy days. Comment Hugo or something, because Jesus, happy days to you. Thank you for watching for that long, because I've recorded for a while. Anyways, see you later, guys. Bye bye.
Attention, citizens. Nuclear strike imminent.